Have you ever had a dream you were desperate to achieve but convinced yourself you couldn't simply because you're just not that kind of person? Well, let me explain. Recently, I read a newsletter from a podcaster I love, and he talked about limiting beliefs. What are limiting beliefs? Everyone carries their own set of limiting beliefs, and we often form them during childhood when we are the most impressionable. For example, if your parents or your teachers refer to you as a lazy student, you will internalize this label and believe you're lazy. Not only you will act in ways that reinforce this view, but you'll also engage in behaviors that confirms it. You will seek out evidence to validate your self-perception and naturally look for reassurance that aligns with your beliefs. We do this usually to help us maintain the illusion that these beliefs actually reflect reality rather than being just mental construct that we have. We also form limiting beliefs as a kind of protection. They keep us safe from failure, disappointment, or the people around us. When we're kids, it makes sense. We don't have much control over our lives, but as we grow up, these beliefs can shift from being our shields to becoming the very things that hold us back. I've always wanted to learn how to dance professionally, and when I was a kid, I really wanted to join this one hip-hop dance class that all my friends went to, but my dad wouldn't let me, and he said I was a lazy girl and I never commit to anything, so he didn't want to waste money on something that he believed I wouldn't stick with. Even now, as an adult, I still see myself that way. I made this entire story in my head for why I can't ever be a dancer. Many of my deepest insecurities stems from the way I was treated as a child, and even though I was in therapy and I worked on myself and I improved a lot, I still fall into the same patterns sometimes. All the limiting beliefs I hold about myself are sort of manifesting to my YouTube. Even when I'm super aware of this issue and I'm actually making a video about it, in my mind, I am still looking down on myself. But I'm really grateful every day for this. I could not have done this without you and without your support. So thank you so much for being here. This is also connected to this because even though I know how amazing my situation is and I'm so grateful, it's so easy to slip back into your old habits and just forget the root of the beliefs that you have because they ingrained so much in our brain. They seem so natural to us, almost as if they're just the way things are. I think this is also the reason why they're so hard to notice. When something is so ingrained in us and it's so deep in our brain, it's really hard to notice. And if my therapist back then did not point out those limiting beliefs and taught me about them, I would have never noticed because this is just how I view the world and I didn't see any way around it. So going back to the newsletter, it really got me thinking, even though I know about some of my limiting beliefs, there are so many more that I am just ignoring. And I made this whole list of all the limiting beliefs I have, and I was pretty shocked to realize how much setbacks I've internalized and how they prevent me from everything that I want to become. You know, I always thought I couldn't do YouTube. I would never be the girl that works out, but that's not true. I started working out almost 4 years ago and now I can deadlift 80 kilos. Who would have thought? If you told me that 4 years ago, I would have laughed in your face or cried because it seemed so far away from me. If you told me 4 years ago that in 2024 I will start a YouTube channel and one of my videos have more than 100,000 views, I would laugh at your face. I would be like, there's no way. But here I am now and it did happen, so everything is possible. I always imagined my brain as this really big tangled ball of yarn with thousands of different threads. We can take one thread at a time and then try to take it out of this mess. When we take it out, eventually we can examine it and decide if this thread is good for us or is it just another dead weight we can let go of. And I know it sounds like an endless task because it is. We never stop growing and that's just the way life is, and I think that's what's beautiful in life, that we have something to continually strive for. We have such a limited time on this earth, and working on yourself and improving yourself, those are the things that will stay with us till the end. People are focused on results rather than the the journey, but I think what's most important is to enjoy the little things in life instead of just striving for a goal that will never make you happy, because life is just not about that. At the end, yes, you will evolve to a better version of yourself, like a Pokemon. The same way you formed your core beliefs throughout your entire life, you will not get rid of them in a matter of days or weeks. Please be kind to yourself today. Even if you slip back into old habits, it happens, it's completely normal. Simply being aware of your limiting beliefs is a significant step forward. So don't forget that. And I know it's not an easy path to walk in. Change is uncomfortable, but one day you will look back on yourself and see how much you've changed and how much you've grown, and you will be so proud of yourself. I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video. Maybe you gained a new perspective. Hopefully it will help you in your healing journey. And if you want to share in the comments what are your limiting beliefs, I would be very happy to hear from you. And if you don't feel comfortable, you can always DM me on my Instagram as well. All of my socials and all of my links are in the description box below. Also, if you want to support me and support this channel, you can help me by donating on my Buy Me a Coffee account. I also sell digital posters of my 2 horror films there, so if you want to support me, they cost only $1 or $2. It will be amazing. And again, thank you so much. I'm really excited to hear from you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.